Now, in January, the Homes and Communities Agency announced plans to build homes on the former M.O.D site in Lee-on-the-Solent. Falling within the land earmarked for construction is the Hovercraft Museum Trust. Over 60 craft are on display at the museum, but 2 historic machines in particular are under threat of demolition. The Trust are aiming to save the craft, and our reporter Ben Treppus went down to the museum to find out more.
Pioneers of cross-channel travel. The Saunders Row Nautical 4 began commercial service in August of 1968. Travelling between Dover and Boulogne near Calais, they spent nearly 33 years in service, carrying up to 55 cars and 420 passengers. They could reach a speed of 60 knots, which made the journey time a mere 30 minutes between the English and French coasts. The original fleet of 6 is now down to 2, Princess Anne and Princess Margaret, and they're both at threat of demolition. Since 2000, they've held residence at the Hovercraft Museum Trust site in Lee-on-the-Solent, alongside over 60 other craft owned by the Trust. But along with the site, the 2 N4s are owned by the Homes and Communities Agency, who last month announced plans to build homes on the land. As part of the plans, the HCA could be set to demolish the 2 craft, something the Trust feel would be a devastating decision.
Well, they are important because it is a real piece of marine history. Once they're gone, they're gone. There are 6 of these giant craft built. We're down to 2. If we lose them both, the new generation coming through will never know they even existed. So it's vitally important that we keep it. The craft were built in the same year that Concorde was built, and they retired even 2 years apart. It's that same following, and we feel it is very important to keep one. They're alongside the Cady Sark and HMS Belfast in terms of marine history.
In a bid to prove their worth to the local area and beyond, the Trust have started 2 petitions aiming to save at least one of the historic vessels, something that's already attracted nearly 8,000 signatures.
This isn't just a British piece of history, it's also a piece of French history. And it's important to both sides of the channel that it's preserved and saved. And also the people who are signing the petition aren't just from the UK. This is people signing from Canada, America, Brazil, all over the world. People are interested in seeing this piece of machinery and piece of heritage preserved.
The museum itself has just reopened to the public after a 3-year closure. The public can visit the site and learn more about the history of hover travel every Saturday, something Ben feels will be integral to funding the craft's restoration.
Our priorities will be to get the roof watertight and then to start painting the outside of the craft and to restore the propellers and then make it safe enough for people to be able to come on board and have a look around these great machines. Everything here is done purely through donations. We're a completely independent museum. This is all working off our own back, so it's vitally important that we can increase the footfall through the gate. It's already very good. It's our first year of opening to the public on a permanent basis every Saturday, and so far so good, and we need to keep that going, and one way to do that is to be able to show this craft off, because this is the main piece of our collection that we'd like to have here.
Ben Treppus for That's Solent.